JB crew? Welcome back to another banger! Okay, man, we're back with another one. So, it's been a minute since I've done a drum breakdown. I've reacted to drummers, but I haven't done a breakdown. Now, this might not be an actual breakdown, depending on what he does. But this is Larnell Lewis, man. Apparently, he's on Drumeo. I believe this is where he's at. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But he listens to a song one time and then plays it down perfectly. So if he doesn't talk about his process, I'll potentially talk about what process we take as musicians to learn it. So yeah, that's enough of me talking. Let's get it popping.
Hey, what's up? I'm Larnell Lewis.
The great.
And I'm here at Drumeo, doing a few things, and one of them is learning a song by ear.
Dope.
Now, I get asked quite often, how is it that I'm able to learn songs really quickly? One example of that is the We Like It Here record from Snarky Puppy.
Yeah, I know
With
this story.
the exception of 2 songs, I actually learned that album on a 7.5-hour flight on my way to Europe to record those sessions. It was a lot of pressure.
I remember that
but it's
story.
a situation I'm familiar with. I didn't make a lot of notes. I was able to connect the music, and of course the players really made me feel comfortable. But in this situation, I'm learning this song for the first time. I'm hearing it for the first time. And I have no clue what I'm about to hear. But what you're gonna see is me working through my process of understanding sections, understanding the form, getting through shots, listening to nuances.
Cool.
And I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to listen, but I'm gonna do my best to grab as many details as possible and hopefully just end up with a complete take.
Okay.
It's called Chick's Pain. I don't know what to take from that title.
All right, so based off of his explanation, this will probably just be a reaction, not a breakdown. So let's get it. I'm excited to hear another drummer like in this breakdown. I watched one of his other ones. Anyway, nothing I'm talking.
If you don't like the song or the title, you can blame Dave. I have nothing to do with it.
Dave.
I'm just an innocent bystander. I'm here to share my musical talent.
Fire.
And hopefully there's
You
next
just threw
to no
Dave
pain.
under the bus so
But if there
fast.
is, it will all be for your viewing pleasure.
Cool.
Okay? So, kind of nervous, not gonna lie, just a little bit, but that's all right. That means I'm gonna be more focused. So,
Usually.
let's talk more learning. What I like to do is listen to the song. If I'm in a crunch for time, I'll make some notes and I'll just kind of figure out, sections, this and the other. I think I might just do one listen, one pass through, hear what I can hear, not make any notes and see what happens.
Okay.
I'm just curious. Okay. There's a build there. Whoa. I'm gonna have to check that intro again.
Yeah, I agree. I'm lost.
Okay, hear the comping pattern.
So I hear the bass.
But the bass is giving me the steady. I might follow the bass.
We agree so far.
And we went right into a solo, so I gotta be aware of my activity.
Right. Oh, let's turn up.
Okay.
So it looks like that's like a tag section, maybe?
Build.
I'm with you.
Okay, I think
Okay,
there's a beat
so
drop there at some
That's
point.
that's the okay.
Key solo.
Bass.
8.
Mm.
16 bars, so
Okay,
different vibe here.
Yep. Spain accent?
Okay, I hear that quote.
Right.
Build.
That section's a little bit tricky.
Right. Bass solo. It's 8 bars.
Oh, was on base with the killing.
16 bars.
So it seems to be the
Vibe
same
change.
solo section. So 16 and like an 8. And it should be those tags.
7. Okay. So unison line at the end of the bass solo. Build.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Oh, snap. Ah. So I'm wondering if he's gonna treat this like a solo or just kind of comp around it. I'm very curious.
Cool. I think I'm gonna have to write this down. If I want to be successful, I think the saying is the shortest pencil is longer than the longest memory.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm gonna write this down. So when I make my notes, what I'd like to do is to try my best to scratch out a ballpark
Right.
form. So I will count the amount of bars when things change. I will kind of
I'm watching
end
all
my
this
bars
because
there,
I'm
write
very
the number of
curious
bars
as
that
a
went
drummer what
by,
he's doing.
and then write another.
You know,
staff all
sometimes you
together.
learn a process that might be a little bit easy
I
for
might use
you.
A, B
Or
sections or choruses and
different
verses,
section.
but all right, let's go. Let's see what happens.
That's cool.
From the top again. So I got
No,
quite.
I'm gonna pause real fast. If you do want to skip ahead, I will not be offended to get to me actually reacting to him actually playing it again. I'm just curious, and if you're a musician, I would encourage you to listen to this like in its entirety because it just gives you a different idea about what each musician might potentially take, a route they'll take to learn different things. So far, we're pretty similar about the route we'll take. I'm the same way as a session drummer. Like you got to come in, you got to listen to a song, you got to be able to execute it like literally after the second listen. So I agree. I usually do the first time, just listen through, kind of get my brain around the style, feel. If they have reference drums, I'll listen to that as well. And then I'll just go ahead and outline my different notes. So if it's like a verse, chorus, bridge, little tags like that, I'll reference, what's going on. And then you got to go. Oftentimes in these sessions, there's time is money. So if people are paying for your time, they might have a lot of songs you got to get through in the time frame that they booked you out for. Sometimes it's only one, but you pretty much want to do it very quickly as well to make that happen. So I'm very intrigued. This is
Bit
cool.
of information from that last listen. I'm gonna have to scrub through and get that shot so I know the rhythms. But what I'm seeing here is there's a keys intro. I think I'm ready to give it a try. What do you guys think? We could do it? Let's do it.
Wow. Interesting. I like that choice. His touch is so nice. Yeah, it should be a section change. got a little bit more of like a little more bounce than what I would have personally done. Obviously, this is up for anyone's interpretation because there's no drum reference. Yeah. Wasn't it like a Spain reference or something? I wonder if he catches that. Ah, nice. Yeah. Obviously, they played it a little bit differently, but I hear the intent. There should be bass solo coming up. Yep. So I'll just kind of talk as if you're a drummer doing bass things, you lost your partner, right? Let me just pause. So if you're a drummer and the bass player does a solo, right? You lost your partner of foundation. You kind of lost that guy, which is okay. It just relies on you now to kind of keep things a lot more concrete time-wise often, more times than not. So the other part of what he needs to do, though, you still have to keep things moving and grooving and exciting because you have to help the bass player develop. One of the biggest things when I talk to bass players that they get frustrated with drummers on is like, it feels like the bottom just dropped out when they go to solo. Now, yeah, we lost a little foundation, but we still got to give them a bed here so they can solo and feel comfortable and express their ideas. And then we still have to have a conversation here as soloists, as well as them as a soloist, and I'm just accompanying them. We still have to have a conversation here. So he's doing a really good job so far, and obviously Larnell is just the fucking man. Like, he's so good at everything. But I'm very excited. It's just cool to watch. So let's keep going. Keeping that bed, right? Yeah. Nice. There we go. Yeah. This should be the licks over again. Okay, it does treat like a solo. I agree. Woo! Ah! Woo! Nice!
So, that was my first and only take. I hope you enjoyed. A couple of things I want to draw your attention to. It's really important to practice listening and imagining yourself playing the drums. That type of mental practice was really huge in this particular exercise, and also when I have to learn songs when I'm away from the drums.
Yep.
Listening to a lot of different music and hearing some of the isms that other musicians play, like the bassist or the keyboard player, and then understanding that when those things happen, you have particular options that you can draw from when you have to play on the kit. I think Dave is happy about that take, and the rest of the team as well at Drumeo. And I'm really thankful for the opportunity to do this challenge. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is cool. This is actually really cool.
I hope you learned a lot from it. And yeah, keep listening. Keep practicing.
Yeah. Very, very cool, man. Larnell, you're the man. You're the man. I love the creative process there of how he goes about learning a song. We're very, very similar, but we definitely hear different things, and obviously we're two different people, so we have a different approach. But neither one was wrong. You know, you weren't given an interpretation, so it was up to your interpretation, which is really, really cool. If you are looking to do more session work, oftentimes if they give you a song that doesn't have drums in it, they might be like, okay, I kind of want this kind of style, this kind of vibe. Sometimes they're like, yo, leave it up to you. You just have to be willing to adapt and overcome, because oftentimes they will be like, hey, this might not be the right fit, or this wasn't what I was hearing, and that's okay. Or it's like, oh, this is perfect. Either one's great, but try that process, man. His suggestion, I agree. Listen to yourself, but also visualize yourself playing the drums. before you even sit down, and that'll just help. A lot of athletes take that approach too. They visualize their performance before they go take the floor or compete or do whatever. So I agree. I love it. I love him. He's phenomenal. Make sure you guys go follow him on Instagram. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube page or not, but if he does, go subscribe. It's really, really cool. Anyway, man, make sure you guys like this video. If you really, really like what I do, smash that subscribe button, man. We're on the road to 20K, baby. Yes, sir. So JB Crew, I appreciate you.
All I know is you